Welcome to DIY by NZguy, where workspace is always at a premium. Today we got a bit of an issue. The house pipe has started leaking. Luckily I was able to catch it nice and early. It leaks down there, comes out here. I'm collecting in here, then letting it pass on to this one. Luckily I caught it early, so it only flooded the garage just a little bit. So this time, this is quite a big job, because we're going to have to demolish some of the wall, clear all the stuff first, so we have a nice easy path to chuck the rubbish out, because this is leftovers from the previous tenants. And once we've done all that cleared, we can gain access and we can actually see what's wrong and see if we can do it ourselves, or see how can we do it ourselves, because this is DIY, baby. There we go. We'll create a little bit of a nice clear path. We'll be placing the rubbish on that mat there. It should be easy to clean up afterwards. Just need to demolish this one. I don't know where the beam behind it is, so just gonna wreck it out, and then we'll be able to see the full picture, how much junk we actually have to remove. Here we go. Brilliant. So a nice pile of rubbish that we need to get rid of. As you can see, we found the beam. This one is barely holding onto it, but we'll just rip that out and it should be alright. So we're just gonna use our favorite tools, a wrecking bar. So we got to the first lot. It's nice and easy. Just gonna use a multi-tool, the vibrating one, and I'm gonna just cut through these through there, because I don't want to get rid of that yet. And yeah, should be neater. Thanks, multi-tool. There we go, nice and tidy. As you can see, heaps of just regular rubbish everywhere, heaps of dust. Hence this job is going to require full PPE. I'm already wearing long sleeve gloves. Going to put the face mask, eye protection, and some sort of hat, because I don't like my head running into the cobwebs. It would have been good if I could get rid of this, but I feel like at this stage it's too much of an ask. We're just going to focus on getting this out and getting to that pipe. So sweeping does help with the tidy up, but there's still lots of dangerous dust because it's been settling for ages and it's all kind of asbestos and whatever. So it is easier just to vacuum it up. Quite a bit of stuff pulled out. It's got plenty of dirt that need to sweep up before I can get in, but otherwise we're getting close. And look what I found. Plumbing fittings, some old, some brand new, never used, and just lying in the dirt. Sweet. So I'm just gonna sweep that up, use a vac to tidy up the rest of the dust, because I want to have as little dust as possible. The way I see it, for me to get in, I do need to remove this beam, because I'm not that flexible anymore to fit in this gap. And then yeah, we'll have easy access there. Sweet. I'll show you how it looks in a sec. Sweet. Now that I've vacuumed this place up, I can crawl on my knees without getting too much dust on myself, which is preferable. And we can climb in and assess what is hell is all this about. Seems like this is a part of a retaining wall, but in the language of a master builders, what the f is this, eh? Just need to remove this one. Looks like it's held by one nail here and a couple nails here, so it should be nice and easy. Ah, snap. Just trying to remove the nail and I would split. I did put a few markings so I know which way it goes out later. But we just might have to just glue it up and put it back. Here we go. So it's moment of truth. I'm going to climb in and see. Maybe I should remove these nails before I catch myself on one of them. Good idea. Safety first. Here we are. Let's have a first look. And sadly, we can't see anything good. We can see that it's no good in there, but somebody decided to put this one in, and it feels like they just bent the pipe to the top to get it out of the way. So I feel like we might need to even remove this one just so we can have a proper access and fix it. It does look quite crummy here, as you can see. I have no idea who did this. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. Don't need to do a good job if nobody can see it. Eh? Oh. So, priorities. Okay, we can always complain later. Priorities. Remove this beam. Feels like it should be hammered in nice and solid. So we won't need to use a reciprocating tool to just chop that off and yank it off. Just gonna have a quick look-sees. I see another pipe down there. Bear with me. So I think this is the main water inlet pipe. It's where the water comes into the house. We'll can inspect it a little bit later, but as you can see, it looks alright. So this one must be the outside garden hose one, which is great. So if I can isolate this one somehow, I'm not gonna be losing water anymore. Sorry, losing train of thought. Okay, priorities. Get this off and we'll work on it. This is a cramped space. Luckily I got my demolition tool. Just gonna cut off the nails there, hopefully up there as well, and we'll see how it goes. Sorry, it's a two-handed job. So I've cut through this, give it a good yank, and figure out that it's not only held there, it's also, I can't put the camera in, I'll try. It's held there. So this is our main issue now. I'm gonna have to somehow cut it off or pry it off. There's all this concrete and stuff in the way. There's no gap there to get to it. So it's gonna be a bit of a hard job. But this is why I make these videos, so you can see the struggles of DIY. So I've just barely managed to squeeze the blade in there. Come on, baby. And cut through the nails or the bolts or whatever they're using. And finally we got to the problem So this is how it is. Some kind of pipe back there. Must be just regular steel pipe, completely rusted. So I'm pretty sure that's where it's leaking. So at least we found a problem. What we're gonna do is, so you can cut that off, in there, yank that out, and then plug this one up for now. And the way we're gonna do that, duck. There it is. There's the problem. Good old rusty pipe. Yeah, it's coming down. Hope not too much. That's all good. At least we found the problem. We are gonna fix it. Don't mind the noise. The neighbors are cutting down the tree. So I've decided to cap this pipe off. I'm gonna cut it here. The main reason is I see some green death on here, so no point of trying to salvage this part. Just gonna cut it here and go take this piece over, go buy a proper cap so I can shove that on and cap this pipe off. For now there won't be any outside garden hosing, because the outside garden hose is gonna be isolated, but that's alright. That's where we are, and let's go to the shop. The easiest way I found to do purchases is just take the original sample, which I've cut off, take it to the store and find the right fitting. So these are test caps or stop caps, same thing. They cost about 11 New Zealand rubles for the pack of 2, which is good. What I'm gonna do is climb up there, tidy up like this one with a little bit of sandpaper and 12.5mm drill bit inside. Get rid of the burrs, put that on, and go turn on the water. Should work quite fine after that. Tidy up the pipe with a bit of a sandpaper. To the burrs a little bit. Just gonna stuck this on. It's supposed to be tool-free cap. I did put a little butylene, but it's just gonna help me push this out. Sorry, push that in once I'm ready to take it off. So let's try that. Okay. There we go. It's stuck on that good. I'm gonna go turn on the water and you guys keep an eye out on this, eh? You can kind of turn it, which is a little bit worrisome, but there's no water running out and the pressure in mains is on, which means we're just gonna have to come back to this one at some stage, swap it out and connect this one to that one again. But for today, the DIY project has been completed successfully. We isolated the pipe that's leaking. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been DIY by NZ Guy. Hope you have learned something.